Mukama ngamulunjea, ngamulunjea, Yesu ngamulunjea. Je m'appelle Jean-Marie. Please stay tuned on our YouTube channel, Dema Gospel Promotions, every Saturday, 8 p.m. Bela Kotopako.
Hi, it's a beautiful Saturday. My name is Persis and I'm here to introduce to you today's Gospel Chat show. I want to welcome you so much, those that be waiting to see or to watch or to see the artists that I bring for every Saturday on Gospel Chat. And today, to know me, I'm going to say, and you are not going to be disappointed. But still, before we go into the chat, I want to say thank you so much, all of you, our subscribing, our sharing, our collection, to see that Dema Gospel Chat gets viral as much as possible. Thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough, but all I can say is that we are very happy as Dema Media, and we shall still be thanking you. Let's go for a short break and then come back with the artist of the day.
Yeah, everybody have to tell you, say number, so you make me dance. Say, nera. What about this about the mask right here? Guess what? Keep it at the Gospel Chat on the Dema Promotions pages every Saturday, 8 p.m. Straight up. Keep it here, man.
For the people that have been watching us, every time, as I told you, it is Dema Gospel Chat, and today we have the man himself, the hunk, the drillful, the handsome, the portable. Welcome on Dema Gospel Church.
Oh man, thanks for having me. I feel very blessed to be here. You know, having a chat with the beautiful Penny, that's a blessing already, you know.
I don't want to tease.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself to the guys that are watching you tonight.
Sesimba wonna londebwa. Chabogaggo musayi gwayibwa zabbu munfuufu natukuzibwa siri ku mudaala nzija mbitundibwa mubwakabaka nze ndi mwana kwekemera tonyese maana ekkubo golokofu mwoyo nina nzira kineralikiriza muna tabi Yesu gwe muti nakukindisa buti yasula ebisenge bya Yeriko nange obulamu bwakyuka kati gwe sizina kuba mpere magezi vuga nsonga mbere yavula dduka buka kikero buyinza olinatwala wose ekigere. What's up, my people? This is your boy Lyrical Mycheal, aka LM, aka Africa's boyfriend, aka Mr. Buluguma Lions Roar.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Why Africa's boyfriend?
Why?
I'm your boyfriend to almost all the ladies in Africa.
You see, that's the problem. When I say boyfriend, most people think it's all about women. No, boyfriend is relatable with love, and love shouldn't necessarily mean relationship or boy-girl kind of, love. So as an artist that was born in Africa, that does Afro pop, Afrobeat, Afro rap, I love the idea of the whole continent, having an idea of who I am and then falling in love with what I do. So I want everybody from Namibia to South Africa, from Nigeria to Morocco, to just say, oh my God, I love Lyrical Mycheal. I want to be their darling artist. Africa's boyfriend.
Why the lion?
Why the lion? It's a lot. First of all, God is a lion. And there is a reason why God equates or relates himself to a lion. He says, I'm the lion of the tribe of Judah. The lion is strong, supreme, it's majestic, there's loyalty, protection, they are social. So as he is, so I am. You see, my God can be a lion and I call myself a cow.
I understand.
Yeah, I'm a lion too, It's the same spirit.
But the vibe is too high. How'd you do it? I think I need to borrow some knowledge from you.
No, I think it's just the personality. There are people that are kind of relaxed, and it doesn't really mean that Babi, you know, some people like to take things slow. They love to think twice. They love to. But I think that's not me. I'm naturally a very happy person. I'm hype. I'm a hype dude. I love activity. I love action. You know, I want. I don't want boring around me. So it's just me.
Active 24/7.
Yeah, I think not. No, I go to bed. I sleep. I have some few hours of rest. But what I'm trying to say is, you can't be around me and we are
feel
quiet and feel bored.
With this intro, I don't think I have even the guts to add anything on it. Let's just go into the chart. Michael,
Yeah.
we are so much privileged and humbled that you, as an active man,
Yeah.
you're also blessing the gospel fraternity.
Oh yeah.
It would have been very bad, Okubanga, with all the hypes and the, the swag,
Yeah.
the feeling, the other side of the industry. But we're so much blessed that Katonda yakukwatire eno.
Yeah.
So first tell us, Michael, you, apart from you being an artist, what do you do?
What do I?
Because those are customer bagwera wo.
Okay. When I'm not doing music, I have a passion for fitness. It is something that started from way back in high school. I was so into sports, football and basketball. So I realized in our generation today, you need to have multiple income sources. And then if you are passionate about something, then you really must find a way of making money out of it. You see, when I'm passionate about something, it means I put in a lot of time and I invest some money in it. It's what I love. So from a business perspective, that which I love, that which I invest a lot of my time into, has to make some money for me. So I started the gym business, the fitness business. Yeah, called Beach Buddies. It's actually a franchise. We have a physical gym, but we also do things like boot camps. We have a clothing line of what we call active wear. So it's like Beach Buddies fitness clothings. So
according to the way that job is, I think that is why you find yourself active 24/7. Yeah.
I guess so. I don't know, but
it involves music. It involves moving.
Moving around and stuff. Yeah. Fitness is being active actually. Like you can't be in the gym and there is no movement. So that's actually good. But I think it comes from the personality. If you are generally a guy that loves action, for example, I would say, let me set up a movie theater where people just come passively and watch. But I'm not that guy. I love movies, but I'm not that guy that would love a business where people come and spend 2 hours doing nothing.
What?
Yeah.
You've said something about high school.
High school, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is your profession besides fitness? Because fitness was, I think, a passion.
Yeah, it's a passion.
And then it came to be a talent. I don't know. What is your profession?
It's actually a profession now. Yeah, you see, the biggest problem with Africa is we live. Okay, let me rephrase it. Our parents raise us to live their dream, not our dream.
No, I get you right.
Yeah, so a mother or a father is gonna tell this kid, you must be a lawyer.
Because a lawyer.
Because maybe he's a lawyer, or they wanted to be a lawyer and failed, or they grew up thinking lawyers have money, so it's their dream. But I'm really happy because the way I grew up, I didn't have that parent that would stick their dream on me. So for me, after my Form 6, I realized I wasn't gonna go to university and then do
I get you right.
any random course.
Yeah.
So after my Form 6, I told my sponsors I want to do music. So I joined the Africa Music Institute for music production and then beat making and stuff. So when I realized I also was passionate about fitness and I wanted to pursue it as a career, I also did 3 online courses in sports science, personal training, food and nutrition. Yeah, so I call it building capacity.
I mean, you have your papers.
Yeah, I'm actually now doing film with the University of Alberta. You know, I can't be doing music and because the music and film work hand in hand. We are filming. I'm a musician, but we are filming. When I'm doing a music video, we are filming. I'm telling a story. And movies are one of the most virgin. The film industry is very virgin in Africa. We have Nigeria doing okay, South Africa doing okay. But I mean, Africa has a lot of countries. It's very virgin. So if I'm passionate about something, I am going to look for the knowledge professionally, how to go about it. That's me.
It's of a view that most of the people think that these artists that are in the industry, with the way they look and sometimes the way people, you know, boast around, the swag, people think you did not go to school. By the way, our generation think you people, you came out like, for example, yes, dropped out of school and then you're like, I want to do music. But it's so challenging that most of the artists I do interview here,
Yeah, true.
and you've not helped us as we, the generation that is rising, because most of the people I see people dropping out of school because I not tune jawulira mutima.
You see,
it's a problem with young people today. They get very, very, very taken away by the prize.
But you always tell us,
yeah.
Baba Gamata, follow your dreams.
Yeah.
Follow your dreams. So if I'm Persis and I really want music, and my motto is Michael.
Yeah.
The way I see Michael, I don't think he went to school. I don't think he even has he even has the papers.
Okay, this is the thing.
Uh-huh.
I have a problem with.
It's so challenging that you even studying right now.
Yeah, no, let me tell you. Okay, now this is the thing. People need to know. There is a very big difference between school and education. You understand? I can be educated without going to the four walls we call school. You know, so it doesn't make sense to me if I want to be an artist and I feel I'm gifted. It's my passion. It's my dream. I don't feel helped if you take me to a school to spend years cramming the Great Walls of China, or cramming Kwame Nkrumah or Nyungu ya Mawe. I have no business knowing why the Indians came to East Africa, you know, but I have business knowing if I'm passionate about music. I definitely have business knowing how do I compose music, how do I write a song, how do I promote music, how do I market music, how do I produce music. You see, now the film school comes in. So the problem with young people is they don't want to develop knowledge on their dreams, about their careers. Like I told you, I discovered I wanted fitness. I didn't just open up a gym. I did a course about fitness, about personal training, about food and nutrition, because fitness goes with food and nutrition as well. So that's what we call building capacity. Now most of the young people who are gym, they also want to start a gym, but they don't know you are well educated. I didn't say you went to school, well educated about it, and that's very important. You realize Colonel Sanders, the KFC guy, didn't go to school to learn how to make chicken, but he was very well educated in the art of making chicken. That's why we have KFC. You love KFC, don't you? Exactly. So you can be very well educated about that you want to excel in. Not necessarily going through the colonial system of school that our government, our country wants us to go through. So that's the big problem. It's not wrong. If somebody wants to be a lawyer, they need to learn history. They need to learn some economics, maybe some geography. I don't know. They need to learn that and then go to law school. But now this is me that wants to do music. I want to act. I have no business learning pegs, you with PEM and stuff in high school. Take me to a film school when I'm 2 years. And then by the time I'm 18, I'm worth $2 billion because I've
I think we should vote this person. Come to 2026.
No, I'm not. I'm actually not into politics, but I love
a presidential position, because I think you really have a lot to change for our country.
I come with a young lady. She's called Sandra, and she's in what I call Wuluguma. So for me, I'm a president of my organization. I don't want to be the president of this country. And my organization has currently over 150 young people.
You hire workers, I'm just here.
You need to bring your papers. We shall look through that. You don't hire people on merit because you met them. Yeah, but you see, I need to emphasize one thing. School is very important, but the problem with the colonial system is we've been led to believe that school only implies to if you go to nursery, primary, secondary, then university. And then after graduation, we have a lot of young people that are doing music that started being a lawyer, and it's not even their passion.
Yeah, I get you right.
So why spend 7, 12 years doing something you are not going to earn from?
I get you right.
Rashford is a football player. He's 22. He plays for Manchester United. He went to the Manchester United Academy when he's 4. By 18, he was playing professional football for the club, and he was playing for the national team. From the age of 4, he knew I was gonna play football. So he educated himself around the art of football, and he made sure that he's gonna be so good at football to be ignored, and it's paying his bills. Now in Africa, we have a young man that wants to be a footballer, but they are in Form 6 learning about the trans-Saharan trade. Take this kid, let's have some of these talent development centers. And also it's a cry to our parents. If you discover that your child has a unique gift, develop it from a young age, nurture it, and then save their time of blowing up and actually making meaningful lives.
Wow.
You know, that's very important. I love what Bebe Cool is doing. He's not a Christian, but his son plays for the national team now. Not the senior team, the young team. But that boy started football when he was, I think, 5 years. So he's always known my boy is going to be a footballer. This is what we need to do. So not for only footballers, even lawyers, even doctors. You understand? Now, imagine someone is a doctor. Now the government is saying they need more sciences in school. But the whole of O level, someone who's going to be a doctor has nothing to do with learning how... What's his name? Who is this great poet? What's his name? One of the big... Shakespeare. See, you want to be a doctor, you have no business learning Shakespeare's biggest works. You're wasting time doing nothing.
You're one of the artists, gospel artists that I've seen who is so equipped with knowledge. I mean, I so much wonder where these people hide we need when we need such wisdom, and you people are always there and uluguma. You're not just gifted to be an artist,
Yeah.
but you still have the other part that you can that you can bring out to help the young generation.
In Wuluguma, we have what we call the Wuluguma School Tours, Wuluguma Outreach. We try to let young people know that the Bible was not wrong when they said your gift makes room for you, and it brings you before great men. You understand? Yeah. And my story is one of the success stories and evidence to that. You see, me, I was born out of wedlock, and both my parents are alive, but you know, they are not married. My mom was pregnant when she found out my dad was officially married to somebody else, and she didn't stay in the relationship. Then she took me to the baby's home. Now, when you grew up with that kind of background, when there is rejection from your daddy's side because he's a married man, and then there is rejection from your mom's side because she knows she made a mistake, she's young, she wants to meet other people. So I don't blame her for telling her husband she married without no baby, but she had me. You understand? Now, if it wasn't for my football gift, for example, I wouldn't have done secondary. Yeah, but I was playing football for Molus Academy, standardized, and played for Toro Progressive Academy football. Yeah. Yeah, we were really good. I so desperately wanted to join Chitende, but for some reason, I was a small guy. And then the number that I was playing had 3 guys that were bigger and faster. And they're like, okay, now you can't make it because and my heart was broken. You know, so
Sorry for that. Now, sorry, but coming back to your music industry,
Yeah.
when did you discover that you had the potential to sing,
Yeah.
and why did you choose gospel music?
Wow. Okay. I've told you about my background.
Yes.
Munange, I didn't have a choice.
But to accept Jesus.
Exactly. You see, Omanga Bible Wegamba, it's very hard for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God. So a camel can go through the eye of the needle. So it basically tells you, if you're sick, you are easily more inclined to the idea of seeing a doctor than if somebody feels sina chizibu. So now for me, look at my background. My dad is a married guy, he's a doctor, he's loaded, he has his official wife. So I don't know what he told my mother, but she you know, they had sex. She got pregnant, and then she didn't know he was married. Hey, you're now happy about sex?
No, not really.
No, this is the thing.
The way you say it,
Yeah, I have to say it.
you still have questions about it.
Yeah. So what happens is she got pregnant, and then she found out he's a married guy, and she left the relationship. And I applaud her for that. You don't settle to being number 2.
Yeah,
you understand?
yeah.
Now, she has me. She was in high school. No, not high school. She was at MOOC year 1, and then she had to continue her studies. So she dropped out briefly, gave birth to me, and then took me to a baby's home. And then she went back and completed her school. So I don't also blame her for telling her man she had no baby. Yeah, she was a brave lady. Now, growing up like me at a baby's home, your chances of being successful are limited. Now, I'm playing football for schools. Now, this is high school. But then I also have a background. When you're at the orphanage or at the children's homes, we have what we call sponsors. You know, there are people abroad that basically just pay fees, take care of for kids from the children's homes. Yeah, they're like your sponsor. You know, like actually the place is called Ambassadors of Hope in Youre, Wobolenzi. Yeah, so the lady is called Sonia Swagat. I bless her so much. Now Sonia paid for my health care, for my housing, and then her and her husband said they weren't gonna take me to the US, but they wanted me to be under a family setting. So they got me from the orphanage, the children's home, and then there is a pastor that they told to just put me under his roof. They would provide everything. They just wanted me to be under a family setup.
Wow.
You understand? Yeah, so now from the baby's home, I'm with the pastor. And I'm constantly reminded about my life, and then God, and how he's the father of the fatherless, and how, you see, it has to be God for somebody from oceans away to treat you as their own kid, and then love you, and then provide for you. You know, so my life grew up around church and God, but I wasn't really like, there is knowing God, there's knowing about God, but not knowing him. So I knew about God, I knew my scriptures, I was serving in church at Miracle Center, the Miracle Teens, then the Holy Unit.
God, but you had not yet believed
I knew
God.
about him. That's how I like to say, but I didn't know him, like the turning point, I'm gonna serve you, I'm going, you know. Yeah, so the more you spend, the more time you spend with truth, the harder it is to believe lies. Yeah, so when you spend a lot of time around godly people, church people, you're always feeding on the word, you're in church, you're serving. I was young, I was addicted to pornography, I lost my virginity when I was little. You know, being a footballer at high school comes with privileges, and some of them make us make very wrong decisions. But when I started doing music, I always looked at church as my first platform. The world was not gonna give me any platform, and church was a ready platform. Just go compose some few Christian bars, and no artist doesn't want applause.
Yeah,
So for me, church yanskiriza nokukola music. Okitegeera nga akatutu wekali, all Miracle Center churches. You know, from Miracle, we had the right conference, go to Seta Miracle, go to Chireka Miracle, go to Kansanga Miracle. Around then there's Kawempe Miracle. So we used to just rotate around Miracle Center churches, making noise. Ngabatwagala. Yeah, so it wasn't an overnight decision. So you know, but considering my background and how I was brought into the world, and how I was like molded around church, it was very inevitable that I would not really serve God.
What was your first song that you can say, Nogamba Penny Persis? This is the song. Okay,
The song I
yeah. No, not the first song, but listen to this.
Yeah.
There are songs that you used to do, as you said, you were
As
just
a young-
rotating around
like,
churches.
it was
But
full of noise, it wasn't
there is
music.
that one song
Yeah.
that came out to be a hit. N'abantu ne bategeera nga tuvudde mu makanisa, but also the world came to know about
Lyrical Mycheal, yeah. So this is what happens. Actually, Charlie told Oluyimba, but it's a wrong number. So I used to be, I was a footballer at school, and there's this lady that used to like me so much, and I liked her. Actually. So we're twali mu Riot Conference. Oyagala mbyogere nabyo.
We're Riot Conference,
Alright, okay. I lost my virginity at 15. I was in Form 4 and the lady was in Form 6. And she really liked me.
That means you were these, they call them compound flowers? They call them what? Yes. Because by the time you're Form 6, babe,
I was playing
you.
football and I was the school's darling. Everybody, I was skinny.
Oh my
and I was really good with Dodge. We still play. Twin our sports team we call SFC, Sports for Christ. Sal Vixen is our captain. Bishop Vixen, I should say. Yeah, he's our captain. So I still play football and I'm very good at it. Now, when I was in high school,
But I believe most of the youths, I think, better go with a story because it is for them. It is for them. At 15, you're bro.
Yeah, I broke my virginity. Yeah, I was not a star in my school, not globally. Yeah. One more in school, in school, every school has its stars, and when you play soccer at Standard High Zana and you score some goals, even the teachers respect you.
Yeah.
The students bow to you. You don't eat posho and beans. You eat with the teachers. And most of the girls like that. Girls like
Coca-Cola.
The Sprite Coca-Cola championships.
Yeah.
Actually, we won 2 with Mills Academy in Wovelands. Yeah. Now what happens is this. That lady, after I had no phone, we were in school, and Bamala Form 6 never again. So when I was in Miracle Center, for some reason, Banon and Kwale Bounce, there was a show called Bounce on Channel 44 TV. So they selected 4 young people. There's a guy called Saint Freak, there's a guy called Brian, then they selected me, and then there's another lady called Nicole. Because we stood above the other young people in conferences that riot. And even at church, people would think, never know about youth show. So they gave me a youth show when I was in Form 5 on Channel 44 TV, and I didn't know anything about presenting. They just could just call us sape. Yo, some people they know, baby, that's Francis. Now there's a guy called Pastor Beno Shola. Katukweyo show twaina uche twaitanga bounce pastor. Katinga tumaze sapeli yaffe. The pastor, I could host the pastor, abeko a word of encouragement. Shabulira abavubuka okitegera. Kati to host that guy yali so deep ng'olina okubanga nawe osomyeko ku kigambo. So that's how I learn actually. That's how I get introduced to spending more time in the Bible.
Yeah.
Because era ya paso yatugambanga nyolaba mwana kati ebyesape nga bize bali kyotayina tosobola kigaba. You need to be in the Word. You need to learn. So that girl saw me on TV that Saturday, and then she came to Miracle Center because she knew it was a live show. So I left. Remember, you've been at Miracle Center, the church, the station, upstairs. Reception. She was seated at the reception. So I see her and my heart skips a bit. I'm like, what? And she was all grown now. She abakazi ate mu high school abamubi. Kanate wamala wabumula ate abakikuba nnyo kitegeera. And she looked like a bag of money. So I'm there, I'm in church, but I'm looking at this girl, and she's like, I'm taking you for lunch. You did good. I like you. So I'm very excited. Kati, she thought Salokuka, just to and she wanted us to them. So omayiwa oba omulokole omuto ate waliwo ebintu byeyogeza amalala. Truth is naye sina musindika wala because I was actually supposed to channel that energy gye yajja nayo mubuulira enjiri osanga alokoke. Naye kati ze ndi mulokole muto ndi ku TV. I'm thinking I'm going to go to heaven tomorrow. So I'm like, you're a devil. Subambi, I think I broke her heart 10 times. I really apologize. I don't know. I thought I was going to heaven tomorrow. And I was not supposed to preach to her, so she was a devil.
I just have a feeling you were just running away from sin. And
I think so, but in the wrong way. So I wrote that song called Wrong Number, Nzaga Masimo Sechaga Kwata. So it was a song that was actually a personal testimony. And by the chitufu woyimba olimba luva ku mutima gwa abantu lubakwatako. So that song I have up to today young people abangamba mwana, that's my story. Okitegera. Yeah, it's called Wrong Number. Nzaga masimu sichaga kwata. So when the devil or if my past life comes trying to call, I'm like, that's your wrong number, moved on.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
We thank God for that.
It's still, I can't say I'm 100% perfect,
Yeah.
but His love made me perfect, you know. So there are certain things every time malam. Those days, to look at a lady, in your mind of a lady, you know.
Penny Chopper. Everyone watching us now, Tuline, Africa's boyfriend,
Exactly. Now,
the lion himself.
Lion King. I see you. So, in high school, you're young, you're misguided, you're adventurous, you're a teen. So, when you look at a woman, in your mind, you want to know why yakulatia, how's she gonna scream when I'm with her? And then you, in your mind, you also want to try your masculinity. Omanyi, I realized most of the men flirt, not because I agalo muchala, but they just want, there's that feeling you get when wokwa no muwala natya nakukiriza ne wat omwagala. So as young men, there's something it gives you. So we used to try that a lot. Just not to meet our wallet. You want to just talk to them, if they're gonna like you. I don't know if it builds confidence. I don't know. But for some reason, I think it's wrong, flirting with every girl. So in high school, that was the end of the day. Ngabola babakazi. We did a lot of porn. We did a lot of, you know, we used to sneak porn magazines in school. And we are ballers. We are untouchable. We are promoting the school. Onkutene porn magazine, but tomorrow ngenda kuba your rival school 3 goals to go away, and then the whole village will speak about your school. Abo mubaleke babola. I'm no gato onuna. Standardized, but anyway, one more to awesome.
I get you right. Actually, it's not only in standard high, but
yeah, a lot of schools. Yeah, where if you're a footballer, we go away. We have privileges that other students don't have. Katins, I could stand. Well, there's a teacher. Eyansanga mu prep. I went to prep. Now, as you know, for trying a way you go to prep, then learn, and then you don't couple. But then there is this girl when again na mu prep room, netula na ku desk, netutanyumia yafe, and then ngatwepe kinga, and we're in a prep class, and I was a kid. So the teacher naja na ngamba ko ne musindika, ushtegera, and that was really wrong. We actually fought with the teacher. Ka teacher we again mu staff room. The next day, I want a letter. Normally, that's you're either expelled or suspended. Then guess what? The next day, I was at school training. You can't just like go babola. Katejo chibinyo batu.
I get you right.
Yeah.
And it is actually it is a very interesting story with LM. You people, it's mostly achieve certain things. It is your story, and I think you really have to learn from LM.
Yeah.
I think it has been the grace of God that has covered you all this far.
God has been faithful. I think about mighty. The Bible, Gamba, He chose you. He chose me. I didn't choose Him. So you realize. There are certain things that you literally escaped every quarter. Up to today, yeah. How up to today people are surprised seeing you mwenge. Like for totally, and I tell people my life story. Never gamba name man. Check out what you kubwa and I'm like, dude, I don't know why nenge omwenge sagunyo. And then I'm like, we used to sleep around so much. Unprotected sex. But none of the girls got pregnant and I wasn't sick. So I'm thinking,
how did I?
Yeah, so I'm not telling people that
to go for it.
To go for it.
But
and I'm not boasting in my past. But you know when you relate, know about how God has always been good to you, even in your mess. Yeah, this is why actually this comes back to the question why am I into Christian music. Why don't you mind Babon Forest? Next Strike Entertainment, Baja ne bumper contract. After I did a song called Pregnant, Strike Entertainment came. So I did a song called Go Kubida. It's a love vibe. So Babon Forest GNL Zamba. They said, we've always known you to be a gospel artist. No sola no yimba love. Yimba love oyo goyimba. Because they say yagala love. For to signing, to call it the same. To yagala kubashita waka yeah. But now, they didn't know I'm singing love from a biblical perspective. A virtuous woman, a godly woman. The love they understand is lust. Sunda kabina, baby, in a bed, baby, and we couldn't actually, we couldn't be on the same pedestal. So
you were not
I didn't
ready
sign.
To betray your Jesus.
Yeah, and I'm still not ready for that. That's why in Atandika logo it's a label. So far we've signed Sifa, we have Rachel Hills, we have another rapper called M Queen. So far the 3 artists. I'm looking for male artists though. Just into women you can rule a lady more than men. Men have ego na droba to innocent ubanga bakula bamwenka n'emyaka. I can tell you a lady not what to emyaka and lero tula or rehearse and she's gonna sit and rehearse.
Yeah.
But for men ajaga balwachi kwengu genze kulaba mupira.
What are some of the achievements that you've got in the gospel fraternity since you joined the gospel fraternity?
Well, first of all, I mean, look at my look. I've always wanted to be international.
Look at the look.
Look at my look, baby. So.
You're killing me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've always wanted to be international. I've always identified with my God having no geographical boundaries. So even when I was here, I've always, like I grew up here, but I've always wanted to look like, hey, I can identify with somebody that is in the US or South Africa or Paris, So I'm global, and God has been faithful. I've been to 7 African countries so far. We've had the Afrofest in Durban. We've had the Pamoja Festival in Burundi, Jeans and T-shirts in Tanzania, African Night, University of Cape Town. We've also traveled to the Festival of Holland, that's Netherlands, and then Sugar Hill, Atlanta, Georgia.
Wait, this is the Kalama. Next time if you're traveling, take me as your handbag, please. I won't disappoint you.
Do you have a passport?
Yeah.
See, that's the first requirement.
Yeah.
People want to go to nations, not even a passport.
Apart from being global, what is another achievement that you've got from your Jesus?
From my Jesus. Yes. I have a family now. I have 150 young people that believe in the vision.
I thought you have a family.
That's family.
You got a wife and you have children.
No, I don't have children. I'm not married, but I have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
I have a girlfriend who I love so much. I'm not married. I hope I marry her. I don't know if she wants me to marry her, but I hope I do marry her. But you see, family to me goes beyond me.
Yeah.
So 150 young people that believe in the vision, that's family. I have people that walk up to me and they say, we relate with what you're doing. My son, my daughter understands you, they love you. I have people that come and tell me, you see, my daughter has a birthday, my son has his birthday. They love you so much. I'm surprising. That's family to me already.
I get you right.
Now, for me, I told you I grew up in rejection. My dad found out his side lady is pregnant and he's like, whoa, hold up. I got a baby on my side, so you can't come and spoil this. So my mother is like, go to hell. I can't marry you when you have somebody else. She also left. That's rejection.
I get you right.
Now I am loved. That's priceless. I am loved. I'm here on the show because you've heard about me. That is love. So for me, I don't take that lightly. The other thing is, most of my clients that come from my businesses are people that have known me through the music.
Yeah, I get you right.
Yeah. I have a lot of clients, and you see, most of my videos have a gym element in them. So I try to show people this is what I do, and Bambi ban supporting Abolunji. life is not bad.
It's alright.
Yeah, and
Nice too.
thank you. And I've had a lot of friends, like really big friends. Pastor Bujingo is on speed dial. Pastor Robert Kayanja is on speed dial. Pastor. These are big. From a baby's home now, I can call Pastor Grace. That's Fanero. The whole city bows. I can tell, Papa, I want to meet you. And he's like, okay, I'm busy, but I can have some. They are on speed dial. To me, these are kings of the world.
Yeah, I get you.
I'm political sometimes. So to me, my president is also on speed dial. Not the one the other guy. The other guy. You do know the other guy? I'm gonna leave it at that. He is on speed dial too. So ekirabo kyo kikuteeka mu maaso g'abakabaka n'abalangira. Tebagenda tukuba. Yeah, so the president is my guy and he's on speed dial as well. Actually, I'm having a concert in September in Edmonton, Canada.
Oh.
Yeah, it's called the Uganda Culture Association Festival, and I was invited, and I'm very excited because it's good to be man. I'll send you some. I'll send you a postcard. Okay. Now, the president. I needed to get to certain big media houses. There's a media house in Canada called City TV. Balinga NBS one in Kampala. But now this is in Edmonton, Canada. That's like Alberta, the state. But then I'm talking about Canada. And we couldn't get an interview there. Even bahosti bange ngateba sobola. So I had to call the president. And I told him, you know what? Just a word from you that this guy Njogere alimu struggle. Oh boy. Just that. This guy alimu struggle. And the interview came. Kati echo chizizayo omanye.
Just that.
Yeah, just that. Kati olava I know you read your Bible. Olava the story of Elisha and Elijah. Now, if Elijah didn't introduce Elisha teyandibadde that big and that well perceived, and teyandi koze nabinene nnyo. Naye because there was somebody that came before him who believed in him and then announced him. So a lot of young people forget that part. Adenze sijerabira. Work is able funa yo Elijah mbolamu in everything. Kati I'm talking music. If I want to get to a certain show, I have my brother Vixen. Second agenda put konkona NBS ngambe Douglas, please have a new video. Okay, for now chikola, but the day I went there and I in a pregnant video and I looked for them wrong number video Teddy, live Facebook Teddy ngabampanvoya. So ku pregnant I had gotten closer to the Vixen. By then yaina hit mu kibuga ngabamutegedde. So nemugamba, please tell Douglas I have my guy Wakabi. The next I called the Vixen at like 2:30. At 3 there's a lady called Portia. A young Kuyanangamba, are you free on Wednesday? Send your photo for the artwork. That's the Elijah syndrome. Get someone the people believe in the other side that believes in you. Let them introduce you. Sit back.
That is also wisdom.
Yeah, but kulaba not through your eyes, but they see you through the one who introduced you.
I get you.
Elisha.
I get you.
We look at Elisha through the eyes of Elijah. So that's what the president did. And I want to encourage young people. Tomala budengo konkona. If you're my friend and you want to get to the Vixen, and you are my friend, I play with him football every day, I'll take you to him.
If you're my friend and you want to go to LM, just pass through me.
I call that the Elisha relationship.
Oh, geez.
Tokonkona. Omanyi politically bagamba ebintu bya Uganda manyono manyoli. But checho.
Yeah.
John the Baptist had to introduce Jesus. Why did God say, let us have someone go before you?
Oh.
Nagamba, prepare the way for there is someone coming.
That is wisdom.
Yeah, there must be always someone akukkiririzaamu abantu gwe bamanyi agenda okwanjula.
I get you.
So era ojega bali babatiza Yesu. I love the TDJX version. TDJX says kati he was being baptized and then the cloud cracked open. And then there's a loud voice. That's my boy. That's TDJX. But the Bible says, it descended like a dove, the Spirit, and then there's a loud voice, and God was actually affirming that is my Son, with whom I'm well pleased. Tell me an introduction better than that. Christ was introduced to us. Singera tewali woddobozi na John the Baptist. Singera fena tugamba oyo mwana wa mubazi. Because some people are like, are you not the carpenter's son? Otugamba.
I get you.
Exactly.
Everyone watching us tonight, Banange. I don't know, this is a very interesting show with Mycheal himself. I want to tell you, he's a whole vibe. Not only on the looks, but also upstairs. I want to ask him a question that is going to be...
You're saying too much. Yeah, I'm still a scholar of the wisdom.
Yeah.
And you're wise. And some people don't know. Every time you get up, maybe in Bible.
Yeah, it is true. That is why I say the whole vibe. I want to ask the second last question.
Please do ask.
Because I want to tell you
so
that
we can spend the night here.
Yeah. I was still asking you, Mycheal, what do you consider success as you in life? What do you consider success? Okay. Who is a successful person according to you?
Okay. First of all, success is relative. It's you can't define success based on somebody else's achievement. For example, there are days I used to think bw'ogenda ku kisaawe Entebbe n'olaba ennyonyi oba omaze. And at that age, that was success. Nga ngenda nenyumiza abaana nagenzeko ku kisaawe ne tulaba ennyonyi. And then bw'ozirinya ate omanya nti bw'oba mu economy waliwo abali mu first business class oba first class. Kati gw'ogirinye, it's success to you. But then somebody is in the first class. Guntegena mmonyiga ali mu karumu ke kalamba kali okitegeera. Success is relevant differing from person to person, but from a biblical perspective, I think success can be defined based on chicho okoze from what you are called to do. Let me rephrase it. How much you have done. Wow. Okay, let me try to rephrase the thing well. Success, according to me, from a biblical perspective, means how much you have done according to how much you were called to do.
I mean, let me make it so simple.
Yes.
What you've done.
Yes.
The portion of what you've done. On your calling.
Yes, on your calling.
Yes.
So it's not that nine motoka 10, nina bakazi mukaaga. That's not success. Because going to kuyagala motoka 10 ngoli ayagala 3. People will define success more earthly or tangible goods, and that is wrong. But success now comes with bobanga mukama yakugerageranya nti no ogenda kubanga ekirabo kyakuwadde kiblessinga abantu obukadde buna across the globe. Gwe n'okituwulira no blessing abantu mukaaga in your church. You're not successful. Ne bw'obanga olina ennyumba mukaaga oba olina ennyumba 2 mu kibuga.
So that is why I want to pose a question to LM right now. Are you successful?
I am not successful. Why? Because God has put it on my heart to make Buluguma a global anthem for young people that are hungry for God. Oshtegera. And we are now only in Uganda. In Kampala, people in Mbale don't even know what Wologoma is. So I say Wologoma because God will always work with things that are beyond the career. So if it is bigger than me, then I know there is God in it.
So there above for that, I think God was just reminding you on actually waking you up from your slumber.
Exactly.
Because you said being successful is that portion that you've done
according to what you were called, according to your purpose.
Yes, so your calling.
Yes.
And LM is telling us it's not yet
I'm not
successful.
You see, that's the problem. There are some young people that see me, you know, I have a small car. Yani bandanga mafuta gali nye. Yani kade wiki bidi. I don't drive. Batuyambe bananga. Batuyambe. But you see, some people look at you in your tiny car, and maybe you've come to a show and people are screaming your name. Maybe you're hanging around some really good people. When I'm flying, I love to do in-flight videos. Omanyi, it's good to swag a little to show that, you know, my God is working or so people see some of these flight videos but I'm like, dude, there is Don Moem, there is Lacrae. I feel we are not called to a similar path, but we are called to a similar ministry. So his achievement should show me, should at least be an example of what I can achieve.
That is right.
Don Moem is global. Lacrae is global. I'm not even, not when Peter, very few people, I don't think even everyone knows me there about studying with church. So I can't say I'm successful. Nayate, I pay my rent, I have businesses, I have a tiny car, so I can't say I'm successful because of that. Successful. So for them, success is not tangible in relation to assets or about physical goods. Yeah.
Everyone watching us tonight, do you know me? Because I say LM. Yes, Banang.
Africa's boyfriend.
Banang, I know titles, I know vibe, I know religion. But the last question would be, Michael, your first challenges. However, whatever njite bacha. Ebirungi bizenga bingi, yes. Ebirungi bibadde, but still you cannot blind us out that you've not faced challenges.
Salvation.
Yes.
Always.
In this gospel fraternity, in you achieving your career, in you pursuing your goals, and still, but the mere fact that you're still standing, we still believe that you've got resolutions or ways how you've overcome such challenges. What are some of the challenges, and tell us how you've overcome and still you will let the young youth know or be an advice or be how can I say, a direction to them that they can also overcome what you overcame and still stand and still pursue their goals and still believe in God and still dream of doing great and great and great.
Genda soka nakisooka ekibowa abavubuka omanyi we young people the biggest weapon the devil gyakozesa is atemu abakazi. You see, semanyi but you know abasajja abakazi, I don't know, but you know, sometimes you wake up nga oli bibyo.
You're very holy.
You're holy, you're good. You're thinking, God, we need to move nations. We need to do mighty things.
Unfortunately.
Tell you baby nechikuitaka, oh my God. Oshitegera, you look at this girl from how she walks, from how she smiles. Ataza kutegede yena asanyuse. You're like, oh my God. You know, what's up?
That is why they say that it is sexual immorality is more in our gospel. Yes, you people serve God, but that area.
Yeah, kakati as a young person, the truth is sigena baga mana vele tukemebwa. No, we are human, bruh. You look at a lady and you're like, oh, she has assets. She's good. Or she take it. But you know, we have self-control. And that's one of the fruits, one of the spirits of the spirit. Kakati, the fact that tumalobo debonji nga ne mukama nga tusoma ekigambo kya mukama kandi ekimu ku nyirizizaamu amaanyi is see this guy sold his blessing for food. Okitegeera? Was he one of his brothers, Jacob, and yali Jacob nani Esau?
It is Esau who sold
his blessing. Yeah. Olaba kati
young brother
for food. Kati olaba ebyaddala ndoota nnyo kati nyiza okulaba omukazi nga wakabi. Okitegeera? Yeah. Kati no olaba, let me tell you something. Olaba fa abavubuka mukama oba yatukola atya. We see. We are moved by what we see.
Not what you hear.
No, women here. Women, yawulida. But for us to love, that when I sing ekintu kirungi, the Muslims say chengera cha Allah. Now, in a way, you think about that. Naye, my vision, my dream, my calling, my purpose, I can't sell that for 2 minutes of pleasure. So that's where the Holy Spirit comes in. Yeah, most young people never ever know until know it's okay to look and be moved. But it's also okay to understand I must not touch. I should not be carried away.
Please repeat that. Not touch.
I must not touch.
Yeah.
Exactly. Kakati, I also realized, you know, abakazi balinga nsenene. They are drawn to the light. Now, whenever God raises a man of God or somebody in the public, the women tend to come
around you.
Yeah, most people ask me, "Lwaki bafani babasinga abakazi?" How do you answer that question?
Because we love good things.
Women like good things. Olaba nze nina essimu yange.
Like
I have a WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
Tulimba meka. Yeah, kat abo bennalonda va kubano the real die hard bavengamba kati mai muwe akagalo kano bakasale tukoleyo video and everyone is gonna give yes mbalina bali out in my group. Na ye over 70% bakazi. So most of the guys are like, ni mwana, ni buchewe na nyoba. I'm like, I also don't know. But now, some love me genuinely, some think I'll date them. I don't know. But because Mbabu leader from day one, there is somebody special in my life. Nzijawo chirinti, babene subi. Now most boys don't want to do that. And that is wrong. If you have somebody, now this is the thing. I believe in being private until it's permanent. That's one. But I also believe in knowing, in letting the world know about you, but not about your business. Let them know your penny. Let them know maybe James is pushing out with Penny, but they shouldn't know that Penny James.
I get you.
Yeah, so most of the young people, abano muwala, obano mulenzi, nga relationship eba only varied nga bali bombi. So they give hope to everybody else because of the privileges, and some of those privileges come at a cost. If there is a girl, for example, that wants me to pick them every day from work, echiro, because achimanyi sina muwala. The next time kastamu picking enaku nya oba ttaano, we are gonna make out in the car. Nebo abachimanyi she'll be like mwana. Oshitegeera? Yeah, that's it. Atugenda kivaako self control is key. Bw'omala nnyo obudde ng'ofumiitiriza ku Mukama ky'akuwadde and your gift and your calling, you have less distraction. Kati, the other phrase I want people not to forget is the more time you spend, the less time you spend with the truth, the easier it is to believe lies.
I get you.
Okitegera? Yeah, so when we spend more time with the truth, lies become more and more irrelevant. Yeah. The other challenge is my look. A lot of churches, especially urban, bwe zitutunuulira zirowooza ffe twavaako. Okitegeera? Yeah. Kati nze nayongeramu gym nti my gym is called Beach Buddy. Get a beach buddy. Bwe tugendako ku beach, you swim. Exactly. Kati baagala ogire mu maaso oba ekiteeteeyi. So when I am like advertising my gym business, sometimes I'm bare chested so people can see my gym works. Okitegera? I can get, every man wants a six pack.
I see your status. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, every man wants a six pack.
What is my sugar daddy doing?
And I actually have pastors and pastors' wives that tell me kwata mubba wange bambi agenda, and they pay. Yeah. So there are some people that think, you're a Christian, you're an artist, you're into the flesh, this is the spirit. I'm like, yeah, I get your point, but God is okay with this still. So yeah, I understand you, but you have to understand me as well. Let's dialogue.
How have you dealt with that thing of hair? Because actually that
the dreadlocks.
That is something that they criticize so much in church.
You see the dreadlocks. Okay, the thing is, there are churches that do so, but then there are also some churches that don't. Kacho no manya ebintu bya Mukama. I'm not called to everybody. I'm not. Chobolaba. God is intentional when he's approaching us because it's always in the language we understand. The people that I'm meant to speak to relate with how I look. So the people that don't relate with how I look will relate with somebody else. I'm not the only Christian meant to preach the gospel. So nze kasita nkizuula nti I'm not celebrated ne Katonda ne mu Bible mwe ekiri bwe nzija ne mutanyaniriza, then I'll shake the dust off my feet and then go. So it's not that you're wrong. I'll be like, I'm not welcome here, fine. Let me go where I'm welcome. Then somebody that you will relate with will come. Kati obuzibu singa mbadde nkinamu obuzibu. Nze nandibadde ate nina ekizibu. Yeah, but kati manyi what the Bible says. Not everybody is gonna like me. And even Jesus. Not everybody, even today, not everyone likes Jesus. But what wrong did Jesus do? Yawonyanga n'asomesa n'alisa abantu n'ababulira amawulire amalungi. But still people hated him. So there are some people that will always have a problem with my hair, a problem with my hairpins, a problem with white girls bambala empale nga gwe kati, a problem with lwaki tuyimba hip hop because they think it's a devil's music. But you see, I'm like, yeah, I pray God sends them the people they understand. But then there are some people that I go to and they feel, wow, if God is working through this young man, he's going to work through us. There are some people I give hope to. So for me, I want to locate those people. And geographically, it's okay. I don't know why nesibo genda mu kanisa e Masaka. Gye bagenda okuvuma enviiri zange nga the Uganda Culture Association of Alberta balina festival bayise Mayor wa Edmonton abeewo. The people going to sing, and that's a good move. Yeah. So for me, I always want to I want young people to understand you are not going to be welcomed by everybody. You are not going to be loved by everybody. Now it's very important to make peace with that ngagwe. Then you identify where you are celebrated and go. Washtegera. Tuli banji. You can't tell me that everyone likes my music. Some people will be the rap sibitegera. And then some people, oh my, that's my song. Washtegera. Yeah. So later batategera rap abata imba rap babayimbire. Let Fabaimba rap to Imbida Bategera rap. And I'm a hand, somebody is a shoulders, the other guy is a leg, and we are all the body of Christ.
I get you.
Kati nino obuzibu singa nze ndowooza nti nze nzeko mubiri gwa Kristo. I'm the feet, I'm the legs, I'm the eyes, I'm the nose. No, I'm just a small part on the body. It's a tree. I'm just like a branch on a branch of a branch on a
I get you.
Yeah, that's it.
And
yeah.
youth would know. Actually, I think you're going to actually say it in that.
Yeah.
Youths would love, or the young generation, or our generation will love to hear the words of wisdom actually as we're finishing this show, because we need to hear the words or the package you've got for us. What are some of the advices you can give to us as youths that are messing up? We have passion to do certain things. We want actually to be like you, want to be a celebrity like you, but we don't know where to start from. I think we really actually, most of them want to be with that swag and hype that you have, and they think they're going to get that from marijuana, drinking, doing shisha things so that they can get that vibe that LM has. What is that advice that you can give to us? Because we are really missing at a high rate.
Okay.
I think you should hold your mic.
Okay. I like being controversial a little, but in a good way. So I sometimes tell people drugs are good, but only those we buy in a pharmacy or the ones that the doctor prescribes.
Oh, God.
Yes, only those. So these other drugs are a distraction and a distraction. You see, there is a DE and a DI, and these other drugs do both. They distract you from your purpose, from your goal, from your calling, and then they distract you to a point of no return. Yeah, sex is good, it's beautiful, it's godly, but it was not meant for the purposes that most of we young people use it for. And I think that's where the problem comes in. Now, the devil twists the truth a little bit. So whoever tells you sex is bad, Molimba, God wouldn't have created it if it was bad. The Bible says at the end of every creation story, he looked at it and he said it was good. Oshtegera. Buli kimu Katonda kye yatonda yagamba kyakabi tick. Oshtegera. Kadevo yajja n'atumanipulating eno n'agiragira ne tubikyusaamu. Yeah. Kati young people need to understand the truth about this. And the truth is in the Bible. You see, the moment you stop growing and reading about the biblical principles about life, that is death, actually. Because the word is life. Era nze simanyi lwaki bavubuka obeerawo nga tosomye ku kigambo inedde. Olaba, I have my friends, we compete, nze ngenda kusoma eno Bible y'omwaka, and they are like, man, no saga, I'm going to read it twice. Not because, the more we read is the more we know. Oshtegera. And most of the young people miss that, so that's very important. Kati, I always tell people, Nina, these days to ina G5, G what, Wi-Fi, kati G4, but I tell people we have the G4, God, goal, gold, and then girl or guy. So that's the order. You find kasatu bikyusamu waba obuzibu. Osooka na Katonda, tya Katonda, and then have a goal. What do you want to do? Then be successful at it, accumulate wealth, make money, then think about a relationship. Oshtegera. Now that's the guy or girl. The problem is omuvubuka tamanyi na Katonda, tamanyi chicha inakola, tali mu ssomero, yeesibye ku muwala. Kati bamusaba transport money, ate nga atandika okujja ku Facebook. Abakazi basaba transport money. You can't afford her. Why are you with her? Fabazirina abafe tubawa transport money. That's what I'm actually saying. If you have God, you have a career, that's your goal, and you have gold, there's no girl that you choose asolo kulema. Techiri yo. And actually men, for Bible tugamba love your wife. Kakati to love, you love when you give. For God so loved that he gave. Era simanyi lwaki abasajja tebagala kuwa abakazi. Because when you love, you give. Abakazi baliwo kuweebwa. In fact, nze ekyo nja kipreachinga. Kati bw'obanga olina obuzibu okumuwa, toli ready, kola. Have your God, have your goal, then first accumulate that gold. Baby bw'omuwa takukyawa nakukyawa. Kyova olaba abakyali tebakimanya ate. I'm telling you, when you have your gold and you choose that girl, obulamu bw'onyuma abakazi beetaga pamparinga. Kati abavubuka basinga, they want to be husbands. There's that saying, Genera Vide. Oh yeah, don't let somebody make you a husband. Okola husband duties ngochali girlfriend. Yeah, so so the first one is God, gold, girl or guy. Please mark that. The second advice I'm going to give you is if there is anybody's thinking that it is their job to tell you your dreams are invalid, leero njagala obawo olukusa obagambe bali fired mwana. Okitegeera? Kubanga no one must think balina omulimu okugamba nti gwe tosobola, tojja kumalako, ebirooto byo biri invalid. Bwabanga Mukama yakikuwa, the truth is it's gonna come to pass. Right now omulimu gw'olina okwezuula omanye nti now neetaaga kukola ki, neetaaga kukola ntya, then neetaaga kusisinkana baani okutuukiriza ekirooto kyange. Now those are very important questions tulina okwebuuza. How, when, and who. Omanyi n'oluusi some of our friends are destiny killers nga tetumanyi. Okitegeera? Yeah. Gwe oyagala kukola omuweya kino oli akusabira saala mbia oteekawo ettofaali ajjawo. Yes. Okay. And they're just negative vibes. You see, okufuna n'okuba n'omuntu nga ye akudiscouraginga buli ssaawa. In the long run, kikumenya kikujja ku magenda go. I'm going to say this to some other people. Even the geographical boundary, Jolimu, is your destiny killer.
I get you.
Yeah. I was so many times in the Bible, Katonda yagamba nga abantu vawano genda. Vawano genda. So, olusi, I'm not telling you to leave Uganda or in the US. But maybe you need to leave some friends. You need to leave that village. You need to leave that school. You need to leave that church. Where there are some churches that will never understand the music department. Nga bote bagenda kusupportinga muyimbi ne bwaba atya omu. Kati goba muyimbi ng'owulira oyagala kuyimba, you start to look for churches abalina musical background whose vision is into worship. Chevulaba churches like worship house. Chevula like the worship house has a lot of artists and worshippers okusinga most of the churches because the vision is understood. Kati bw'obeera mu church nga vision yo oba obeera mu kifo nga vision yo ekontana ne vision yo kyekifo, shift vow.
In brief, tobera mu church yaba intercessor.
Nga gweyagala kuba muyimbi. Yes. Tebajja bitegeera gojja kujja otandike agambe nabannono fe twagala rakashabaya. Kitegeera. Yeah, so ne ku mirimu, you know, I don't know why oyagala kuba boola naye osiba naffe bayimbi. Fe tugenda kwogera show do re mi chi ate oyagala pass, oyagala tackle, oyagala corner, oyagala free kick, oyogera Ronaldo, fe twogera Lacre. You know, yeah. TDJX, know your passion, know your purpose. Whereas Zula, you can't be everything, my friend. But there is something God has put on the inside of you that you have to grow, that you have to nurture, that is going to bless you, that is going to put you before kings and queens of this world. Sikubanga Elem. Don't try to be another me. Be the first you. That's also very important. Kati goyinza okuba nga weesibye ku nzembo yakuba rap ngate gogenda kuba one of the biggest basketballers or one of the biggest actors mu Uganda naye because golowooza era machikubya ina dread now zisibe okitegedde. Yeah, so those are some of the small challenges young people face. Also prayerlessness. Bannange, we play too much about ebintu bya Mukama, but a prayerless life is a dead life. Our weapon is prayer. And prayer, chechisembayo, prayer is the most advanced spiritual weapon to effect victory in a spiritual warfare. Katuwa mulokole ngochimanyi nti no, we deal with physical life spiritually. Then prayer is the most advanced weapon in the spiritual realm. Kati don't go to a war ng'omulaba alese grenade gwate nojja n'akambe. So go and equip yourself with prayer. That's the most advanced weapon of mass destruction in the spiritual realm.
That is wisdom.
Yeah. So that's Lyrical Mycheal for you. I see you.
Tell them about your social media handles. I believe
Oh.
a lot of people would love to follow you.
Yeah.
People would love to be your friends. Where do they get you? Uluguma Club, where is it found? And
Yeah, nice. Our offices are in Tinder. Beach Buddies Fitness is a franchise to a gym in Tinder, Hotel Eliana. Naye the franchise store still in Tinder. Uluguma, Chigowa Road. We're on social media. Lyrical Mycheal, Lyrical, Lyrical from lyrics. And then Mycheal, M-Y. I use Y because M-I Banji. So M-Y-C-H-E-A-L, Mycheal, Lyrical Mycheal. On Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat. Naye neku all digital music platforms. To look on over 150 stores globally. Typing a Lyrical Mycheal and you'll get my music, you'll get my videos, lyricalmycheal.com. You can get to the website, socials, work jetukoze. Let's connect, let's build the kingdom, and let's roar to inspire.
there are people that have birthdays, people that have little celebrations. And
Yeah.
They love your music and they would
Yeah.
love to get in touch with you.
Most days.
How can they get you? I mean, for business.
Yeah, my WhatsApp business number is +256 700 413 207.
+256.
413 207. No, +256 700 413 207. That's Lyrical Mycheal. Kakati. Normally nze mba n'essimu oba my personal assistant. So there's one called Sandra and the other one is called Hope. So abakyala abanyambako nnyo. Nakozesa abakyala to be my assistants because abakyala bakakkamu. Boogera bulungi bo tebajja kuvuma, temujja kuyomba, tebajja kusaba ssente. Byakuweereza. Naye oyogera nabo bulungi. Okitegeera kubanga ate to abamu abasajja ate abagenda n'abawala ate n'ateekamu ebirala bitali bya business nabo bakambuwalamu oluusi era mbakkiriza naye ng'ewatali ekyo let's connect oluusi mbaako oluusi babaako it's a business line we are a company
like a song dropping, concert dropping. I mean, we
yeah,
need
yeah.
the year and
Okay, we have the Ntuma video tugenda gishootinga next month nga 10 and then from then I'll be doing rehearsals ngenda I'm going for the show in Canada so when I return
don't have anything for us
this year no but we have a concert Lyrical Mycheal live at Kampala Serena May 14th 2023. That's next year. Yeah, it's gonna be one of the biggest Christian events at a 5-star hotel. You have to be there most days. So eyo tujesunze nnyo kubanga everything now we are working towards that concert. Yeah. Nayenga this Saturday to Damasco we shall be having events of course Vixen November ngabiri mukaga that's going to be a big one banange let's support our brother abadde mikolo batabadde nange simayite mumbuza naye kyonna kye kiri if he's happy we are happy kyonna kyakola he's our brother we support him omukyala talina buzibu bannange omukyala yalokoka nga ffe we twalokoka naffe so don't bring she's transformed naffe twali babi ate ffe twalina tumusingako abamu naye ffenna twalokoka omukyala yalokoka talina buzibu temuddawo okwogera mboozi zammwe zitatuzimba nga bwakabaka omukyala mumwagale oba alinayo batali naye tolina reason lwaki toyagala mukyala oyo ng'oli mulokole kuba yalokoka okitegeera ate ayinza n'okuba mu ggulu nga gwe toliiyo anyway yeah that's it
so much for today.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
Full vibe.
Yeah.
One of the things I've discovered about you is the knowledge. Knowledge. And how
I'm humbled.
My friend forever because I really love people that grow me up.
I see you. Hey Sandra, tumukiriza je mu oluguma.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that knowledge. I believe you blessed the generation.
I feel honored. Thanks for having me. Yeah, I
disappointed.
Most day.
He's more wide than your look.
So
you're handsome, but your wisdom is more handsome than where you are. I mean, upstairs,
I am not handsome. My wallet is still small.
Definitely, we shall come for some loans because the economy. Of course, you see the economy.
Yeah. But thanks for having me. You're a vibe too. I actually subscribed. I was on the show when I was Stinga Pastor is Axero Kenya. He used to be our worship. Played at MCC.
He's also a full vibe man of wisdom.
He's how suggest to watch.
But very humble.
Yeah, so you know. Yeah, it's very good.
That has been LM Lyrical Mycheal and has given us all his social media handles. Please let us go subscribe on all his channels and also link to get his music. I mean, you don't have to miss this show because apart from the dreadlocks, the swag, the vibe, the everything, I want to tell you this man has got knowledge. I mean knowledge. I really have a feeling by the time he was in the baby's home, all the rejections, everything, God was nurturing him up. That is why he has the knowledge. You cannot give out what you don't have. That means by the time he has given us the knowledge, he has it in plenty. I swear I'm going to be disturbing you every time, asking you this, asking you that, because I want to be with people that grow me up.
Yeah, so I also hang with people that do. I spend hours listening to TD Jakes. There's a guy, the late, what's his name? Miles Monroe. You know Miles Monroe?
Even don't know, but I'll also go.
These guys were the Pastor Robert Kayanja is a vibe. Grace, Apostle Grace Lubega. So when you listen and watch their teachings, plus the biggest inspiration, the Bible. If you spend your time in the Bible, you quote things and people think you're actually wise, but everything is in the Bible.
I think to everyone watching us tonight, you've come to the point of knowing why we got the gospel chart to be on your screens every Saturday, because we really need to be motivated. You know, the other side of the artist, get some advices, not to mess up, because we really want to be where they are right now, but we have to learn the tactics, how they've done it, and also get to that place or even go higher than them. My name has been Persis on today's show. A very good night.
Nakedde ku machanze ne naaba entumbwe ne tekako kamaski ne tula ku mulyangaawo naye nga after quarantine ogenda kwevuga show linya. Yo, what's up people, this is your boy Titus Kutesa, mukama amanyi okuteesa. Eva, I'm here chilling with the baddest n'abakabi, the Dema Gospel Promotions ne program eyakabi, the Gospel Chat Show every Saturday. Saweza biri nesiva wao.